Hello all, I am Palak Vadadia, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss the subject that is Python programming, and in Python programming we will discuss the topic that is types of operator from unit number 1, that is introduction, data types and operators. So first, types of operator. See, already in a previous video, we have discussed the three types of the operator, that is arithmetic operators, comparison operators and assignment operators. See, in arithmetic operators, we have to consider the like plus, minus, multiplication, division, float division, etc. Now, in comparison operator, like we have to consider the greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, like that. The assignment operator, that is obviously it's what? It's a equal to. Now in today's session we will discuss logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators and identity operators. So let's start with the bitwise operators. The first is AND. That is what? It's a binary AND. See, whatever the procedure that you perform in digital, the same procedure is here in Python, AND operation. Operator copies the bit to the result if it is exit both operands. Next is a OR. Okay, and the sign is what? It's a pipe sign. And it copies the bit if it's exit either operand. Same as the digital concept. Third is binary XOR, right? It copies the bit if it's set in one operand but not both. Next is what? Is a complement, and we know that the complement is what? 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. And then we have a binary left shift and binary right shift. The concept is same as the digital that you have already studied. Now we will see this bitwise operator practically how it works. So now consider the value of A is what? It's a 1 and the value of B that equal to 2. Now if I perform the AND operation, then A and B. See, the answer is what? It's 0. And we know that this AND operation is just like our digital operation. See here A equal to 1, that means first of all we have to convert, that is here A that equal to 1. Now convert this 1 into the binary, then we will get 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 0 1. Now we know that the B that equal to what? It's a 2. Now convert again 2 in the binary, then 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0. Now just perform the AND operation. Here 1 0, that give us 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0. So if we convert this into the decimal, then the answer is what? It's a 0. See here in Python also, if we say A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and if we perform the AND operation, then the answer is what? It's a 0. Now just A or B, then the answer is what? It's 3. Let's see the explanation. Now we know that this is what? It's our A and B. So here I am just writing for the OR operation. Just write value of A 0, then 0 0 0 1. Now B is what? This is what? It's a A. Now B is what? It's a 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 and 0. Just perform the OR operation. 1 0, that is give us 1 0 1 1, then 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0. If we convert this into the decimal, then we will get what? It's a 3. Because here it's what? It's a 2 raised to 0. And here it's what? It's 2 raised to 1. If you add 2 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to 1, then answer is what? It's a 3. Now just perform the XOR operation, that is A XOR B. Then the answer is what? It's a. Now let's see the explanation of this. We know that the A equal to this and B equal to this. Now for the XOR operation, again see, I'm just writing this digit 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0. In XOR, if the digit is not similar, then it return with the 1. 0 1, that is what? It's a 1. If the digit are similar, then it's a 0 0. Here also 0 0 0 and 0. If we convert this into the digital decimal, then we will get what? It's a 3. Alright. Now next, see, if I write A, then 1. This is what? It's a binary left shift. Then the answer is what? It's a 2. Now let's see the explanation. Now, here we know that the A is what? It's a 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. If we perform the left operation, and here we have specified what? 1. So it shift only the 1 bit to the left. So if I shift here the left operation, then the new A will become what? New underscore A, that equal to what? It's a, see here all the bits are shifted to the 1 bit left. So here it becomes 0 1 0 0, again 0 0 0 0. And if we convert this into the decimal, then definitely we will get what? It's a 2. Alright. Now, next, if I write B, then right shift and then 1. Then the answer is what? It's 1. Now let's see the explanation. See, we know that the B equal to 1. This B equal to 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0. Now our new B will become, just shift 1 bit to the right. So here this 1 is shifted at this position. So 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 0 and 1. And if we convert this into the decimal, then here we will get what? It's a 1. Alright. Now next and last is what? It's a complement. See, if I write complement of A, then the answer is what? It's a -2. Now let's see the explanation. If A equal to this, then we know that the complement of A is what? Just we have to flip the bit, that is 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. Then 1 1 1 1, then 1 1 1 0. This should be the answer when we write the complement of A. But here what? We are getting -2. Then -2, that means, see here, as I said, A equal to what? 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 0 1. So the complement of A, that should be 1 1 1 1 1 1 0. But in Python, the answer is what? It's a -2. It's what? It's a signed binary number. Just convert into the number like -2. First, convert 2 into the binary. 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 1 0. Now take the ones complement. So if I do the ones complement, then here I will get 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1. Now if I want to find the 2's complement, then I have to add what? It's a 1. Then 1 plus 1 0. Then here carry is 1. Now it's what? 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Now you just compare this two things. The answer is what? It's the same. So here whenever you just type the complement of any number, your answer is always in a signed binary number. Or in Python, see, you can Like cross check your answer like this. Here our number is what? It's a 1. So minus number minus 1. That is what? It's a complement. Right? In this case, the number is what? A equal to 1. So minus 1 minus 1. So answer is what? Minus 2. Let's verify this concept for B also. We know that the B equal to what? It's a 2. So when I type complement of B, my answer should be minus 3. Yes, it is, because minus 2 minus 1. Now next we will discuss the logical operators. First is what? Is AND. Logical AND. If both operands are true, then and then the condition will become true. Or if any of the operand are non-zero, then the condition is what? Is it true? That is, either of one condition should satisfy, then result will be true. Then the NOT operator is used to reverse the logical state and its operand. Now let's see the practically. Now here just I am considering the value of A is 10, value of B is also a 10. Now if I write just A that equal to 10 and B that equal to 10. See here the both condition is satisfied. A is also 10 and B is also 10. Then it gives us the true. Now if I write A equal to 10 and B just equal to 20. See, one condition is not satisfied. Then the answer should be what? It's false. Now for the OR operation, in this case, if I use instead of AND OR, then B equal to 20. So here the one condition is satisfied. So the answer is what? It's true. Alright. But if none of the condition is satisfied, and then answer is what? It's a false. See, check in this case. Now if I use the NOT, here I am just writing A that equal to 10 and B equal to 10. See, already we have performed this operation and we know that the answer is what? Is it true? But when I use the NOT, then simply it invert the answer from true to false. Right? Here we know for example, if I use NOT, then A that equal to 20 or B that equal to 20. We know that if I use this command only, then answer is what? Is a false. But here I use what? It's a NOT. So it convert false into true. I hope this operator is clear. Now next is a membership operator. The first is what? It's a IN. It evaluates true if it finds the variable in the specified sequence and false otherwise. Next is what? It's a NOT IN. It evaluates the true if it does not find the variable in specified the sequence and false otherwise. So we will see these operators when we discuss the condition, that is for, if, while, loop conditions. Alright. The next is what? It's the identity operators. The first is what? It's a is. Evaluates true if the variable on either side of the operator point to the same object and false otherwise. Next is what? Is not. It evaluates the false if the variable on the either side of the operator point to the same object and true otherwise. Let's see the practically how this happen. Now here if I write A that equal to, I just take a one list, that is A equal to what? Apple, then suppose banana, alright, and B equal to, I just take another list, in that only I have apple, and I take another variable, that is C, that equal to what? A. Now if I write A is B, no, A and B is not same, then answer should be what? Is false. But when I write C is A, yes, answer is what? Is it true? Or you can write A is what? Is a C. Then after the answer is what? Is it true? But when you write C, is B? No. Answer is what? It's a false. So now I hope these operators are clear in your mind. Thank you.